Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a little bit more Hardspace Shipbreaker. Now, color me curious, I thought I'd jump on the old leaderboards. We've talked about that previously. It's not implemented in the game yet, but they do exist externally through a web page. And currently, for this particular league, or whatever you want to call it, of the three ladders, I'm sitting on 1,172. That's my place. That's not bad. I think last time we checked I was around about 9,000, something to that effect. So that's pretty cool, actually. Something I want to ask real quickly, because we are approaching a point where I'm going to have completed all certification, and then from there on, it's just going to be sky's the limit working towards the debt, which we've discussed how I don't like to just be in a general sandbox environment. I like to have a bit more of a direction, and I feel like it's essentially going to be the end of the early access content. Now, I'm happy to just keep grinding ships. As long as people keep watching, I'll keep doing it. But perhaps maybe I do like a spin-off parallel season or series or whatever you'd like to call it, where we start up the hardcore mode, where you've got 0 clones, and if you die, it's all over. And we see how we go with that. That entices me. That is interesting. Let me know what you guys reckon. That could be some edge of your seat stuff. And I'd be willing to give it a go. Even with all the sort of bugs and that are present, I still would give it a go. But yeah, I thought I'd just ask at the beginning because you guys might be interested in that. But anyway, certification. Look at that. The credits are starting to get away from us. What I'm actually going to do today is we're going to pivot to like a money run, right? Because we will accidentally complete a few work objectives along the way. It's unavoidable, right? Like we're going to be pulling out things like bloody power cells or reactors, and they count as work orders. And so I think if we pivot to the credits now and give that a bit of a go, we might actually end up knocking over some of the other objectives, or at least chipping away at them while we bring that up. So what that probably means, because the big money is in the big ships, I will likely do probably not that, probably not a tier 1. Or also, I'll do one of these if there's a heavy, but these very hard ones as well. I guess once we've done certification, I would be willing to do these, you know, and grinding them out. I think there are things that unlock at tier 10, and I'm assuming they're going to be obnoxiously expensive. So maybe we just do a whole buffalo on the very hards or something like that. That, you know, because that seems to be the peak content at the moment. Anywho, this one here, heavy cargo. That's my boy right there. So there are 3 modes that you can play on. There's this one which is unlimited clones, and it keeps a leaderboard. There's one that is limited clones, so you have 10 respawns, and that's it. So it's pseudo hardcore, and then the other one is just 0 straight up. So the 10 doesn't interest me quite as much. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a halfway measure. If we're gonna do the risk, give me the risk, you know? Alright. Well, it's been a hot second since we've done one of these, eh?
Airlock pressure levels dropping. Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Alright, in we go. Oh, it's a ship pressurized. Hang on. Bugger.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
I guess that other airlock is be closed. Cool.
Air pressure level decreasing. Air pressure level decreasing.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Mate, this is a fiddly one today. Oops. Grabbing onto the wrong part.
Air pressure level
Jeez,
decreasing.
don't get killed by a chip packet.
Air pressure level decreasing.
It might be one of the worst ones that we've had to depressurize. What a pain in the ass. Alright, let's get paid, baby. Alright. And look, as experience has told us, cutting the bottom out, probably the geo, you know? That first cut, wasn't that bad. We've had worse. It's cool. I've been away from this just long enough that I'm a bit rusty, you know? Now where is the cut on this spine? Unless that's a... There we go, that's enough. Oops. Ah, whatever. We're not here for you. Now, I can't recall. Does that... Has that shook free? It has. Alright. Right, we've got to get the spine out of the way, of course. Or the keel. My apologies, team. The ex-naval engineer that can't figure out keel. Oh dear. How far we have fallen. But I mean, I don't know, how long do you have to be in a profession before you become like... Before that's your profession, you know? Because I guess I've been YouTubing for like 2 years now. Like, I know we're let's playing pretty hard on this particular game, but like, generally speaking, my sort of expertise lies in showcasing, discovering, interacting with the indie community and all things indie games, you know? At a certain point, I guess that becomes my expertise. Can we get that through to there? Nope. God damn it. Yeah. I guess that'll do. No containers attached to that. Oh, my mistake.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Put your hands down, you bloody sook. Now this one might make you sook though.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm still not sold with the mechanics of fuel pipes in this game. Like, I mean, I'm zapping them with a bloody hot laser and apparently the fuel's, I don't know, getting liquefied or something, or it's just not an issue. And, you know, I kind of call bullshit on that. We will shut off the coolant because I hate coolant more than fuel in this game. Which, I don't know, congratulations devs, if that's working as intended. You bastards.
Credits awarded.
Reactor meltdown triggered. Action urgently required.
Go, baby, go. Nice. So that wasn't really arcing. It was sort of like sparking or something, but not really.
Salvage secured. Credits.
Yeah, like there's like a sort of weird current thing going on there, like an animation, but not in the, you know, big damage kind of way. So that was cool. All right, everyone's favorite. It's thruster time, team. You know how much I love thrusters. How come the other one wanted to come away and you don't? What have I missed there? Oh, must be that. Oh, what's going on here? I've accidentally attached them. Oh.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Huh.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon.
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
I'm not this
Salvage
bullshit
deposit
again.
accepted. Credits transferred.
What's attached where? I'm getting confused now. Oops. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding?
Refrain them of damaging shock.
Like, it didn't line up with that. And yet the that's so shit. Like, the animation was off the line. But every other time it's ever done that, it's just been a visual glitch, at least in my experience. Oh, great.
Bonus damage detected. Always use LYNX branded repair kits to avoid invalidating your warranty. Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Oh, that's infuriating. At least it looks like I've shook some of this free. Bloody furnace, man. Fuck it. The fuel can go in there for all I care. Any of these live? Nah. So one thruster survived. Okay. Yeah, that was a sus cut. I will admit to that one. Okay. Man, my boost is so powerful these days.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Oh well.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
What's bursted?
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
Explain that to me. What the actual fuck?
Employee X-ray statistics.
I was cutting the line. Everyone says cut this line. I was cutting the line.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Yeah, alright, mate. Fuck this shit.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
This one piece just refuses to fucking go. At least that part's going.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
What hasn't that cut? Yeah, it's usually those little corner bits. It is a bit strange how it decides, like in that situation. It doesn't truly cut everything on that line. It sort of cuts the first thing, or, well, even then, it wasn't cutting the things on the outer extremities. It is strange. It's not quite 100%. And it's a shame because you have to learn the nuance of it as opposed to, man, this thing should just fucking cut everything because that's what it does. But anyway. Okay, I guess let's make some more money. Right? Oh, no industrials, you bastard. Alright, well, I guess we'll get one of these then. Don't you crash. Don't you do it. Good.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
What do I want? That.
Thank you for your purchase.
Now, truly, I would love... maybe there is an art to explosive decompression. Like... How many cuts in do you think I could get before this thing detonates out, you know? Before it goes. See like what's in the bottom in the way? But we couldn't cut from here. I guess that's the base plate sort of thing. And then the first cut has to go through, right? So like to effectively cut all of that. Bearing in mind any structural shit that might be in the way. Like these. Like I feel like you'd have to. And then how do you get away? Fuck it. What if we get our 2 cuts in here?
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Why isn't it melting down? Now it's melting down. Oh god, where'd my tether go?
Reactor meltdown sequence. Urgent action required.
Go. Why? Why tethers?
Reactor condition critical. Prepare for uncontrolled explosion.
Uh-oh. Go! It's trying so hard to get out. Let's go, it's got 1 health bar. Let's go, baby! Oh, I never doubted for a second.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, that wasn't so bad. Most of the thrusters seem to have survived. Now, that's the thing. There you go. Food for thought, team. My team of investigators. It's so good how switched on you all are. You pay attention to things. Why the hell didn't that start melting down? I absolutely severed the coolant line with that second cut, right? I mean, maybe I didn't. Maybe that's what the answer is, actually. Maybe I just didn't. You know? Oh, that's still technically attached to the fuel line. So we could do the manual release valve, or we could just do this, fuck it. No tethers. There you go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Ooh!
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
Jeez, what even happened there? Holy shit, this entire compartment's gone. How fascinating. I managed to miss all the O2 bottles. We cut the floor, like so, and yet it blew out this side, which would be the door, presumably. Maybe I cut the door? Wait, what? What? Ah.
Electrical damage.
That's really fascinating. The more you learn, team. But this, what a strange profile for its explosion, you know? Very strange stuff. Alright. Let's get through this shift. My frame rate's suffering a bit. I'm not sure how it comes through on the recording. That's so crazy. My only real thought, well, no, it can't be because you have to cut through so many layers. So here's my working hypothesis, is that I cut enough of a hole to cause a decompression event, right?
Warning, health levels are low.
Hang on. I caused a decompression event, but instead of going out the actual cut, it decided to prefer the door. Is that a thing? I kind of almost want to test it now. This. Oh no. Will everything stop arcing if I pull this out? Please stop arcing. I can't believe it's just not stopping. That's blowing my mind.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Oh, it's all oxygen. I thought some of it might be fuel. I'm absolutely open to playing with explosive decompression in certain areas. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Damage. Note that excess electrical damage has been found to negatively impact long-term job satisfaction.
Oh, whoops, I forgot this one.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. We wrap.
Okay.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
Are you kidding? Come on. There we go. Fuck off, come on. It kills me that you have line of sight and then something when outside of your sight picture must clip it and then you lose it. Oh, bugger me.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Might as well try and get some cash.
Deposit not accepted. Valuable object processed.
That's the other thing as well, like the performance strain that the decompression puts on is a bit of a... Like, is a bit of a problem because... Waste disposal unit. Because when you think about it, it's like if you make a mistake, it's now going to brick the rest of your run sort of thing. And at what point is that just not an instant death stealth fail sort of mechanic? You know, like the old stealth games before stealth was good?
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
You know, the best stealth games are the ones where you can get caught and then you can fight your way out. Oops. Oh, well.
Depleted.
That's gone. Look, I need tethers, O2, all that sort of stuff, and we've blown everything to bits. I might as well just clock the shift.
Carbon dioxide can cause damage to LYNX equipment.
Yeah, it's in a tough place. It's a...
Cutter, we're getting down to the wire.
Like, you gotta wonder that there are optimization issues. I'm not the only one. It's widespread, right? Everyone loves this game, but what it's doing with your, you know, the processing power of your computer is significant, and is kind of it's that sort of conversation that comes up now and then. Sort of think about Crysis back in its day. It's like, is the company ahead of its time, and it's sort of making something that requires essentially stronger than what is common current gen hardware to really run on their vision level? Or are they actually being sort of belligerent? I don't know if that's the right term, but like, you know, they're too detached to realize that they're asking too much with their game for current systems. A lot of people keep talking about this running on consoles and that sort of stuff, and you know, I wouldn't hold my breath on that, because it's not necessarily a GPU issue, it's a CPU issue, what it's sort of asking. And this is uncommon in the market, which means I think the general hardware that people run is uncommon as well. It's just a thought, and then you got to optimize around that, and you're optimizing around essentially a different type of intense optimization for the gaming industry. It actually might be more akin to stuff in actual like IT industry, where it's less about the GPU processing and more about what the CPU is doing, sort of thing. I don't really know, because then you go and look at like Bitcoin tech these days. I mean, that's not exactly a graphically demanding thing, but they're using the processing power of a GPU to aid them. That's why you have all these GPU cost problems. But anyway, it's just it's interesting because I know I'm not the only person that runs into those sort of issues, and it kind of undermines your gameplay loop a little bit. It's like, okay, high risk, high reward, or even the concept of using explosive decompression tactically on the large ships. The smaller ships aren't so bad, but that large ship is usually a real performance killer for most people that I've talked to. And it's sort of like, maybe you could tactically cut a hole in the side of an airlock or something and blow it open to aid in the process. But the truth is, you can't, and not from a gameplay perspective, but from a meta optimization perspective outside of the actual gameplay loop, in that if you do that, you're going to really hurt your performance and your just general game experience. So it's an interesting problem to have, and I guess the answer I come up with is that the devs should know better, I suppose. But then what do? They reduce the complexity of the architecture and all that. Like, you know, it is a case of their grasp out exceeding their reach, I suppose. Which is a cool thing. Like, from a design perspective, how cool is that? That conceptually, they're coming up with ideas and designs and things that are essentially a bit too intensive for what the layman has in his computer, basically. So yeah, it's a tough one, but I guess that's how you push the envelope, right? By pushing the power and that. And we're just used to seeing it more in a sort of graphical fidelity thing, as opposed to, you know, rendered physics objects in that sort of system. Anyway, at the very least, having something on the market pushing in that direction instead of the traditional graphical direction, I think is a good thing, because it's just going to help push the envelope in all directions, not just in high graphics fidelity. Anyway, a little rant on the end there, just a thought. But yeah, it does get a little bit frustrating that it's like you desperately don't want to decompress or make a mistake like that or get an explosion. Not even for the repercussions of the gameplay, but from the fact that it's going to brick your actual ability to play. Anyway, team, let me know what you think. As always, we might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.